What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Enetimi. I'm gonna apologize in advance for my channel because I've been so busy. I've had videos, just haven't posted them. What did one of my friends call it? My friend Princess, she called it analysis paralysis. Analysis paralysis is like when you want to do something, you have a plan, you have everything, but you overanalyze, so it takes you forever to like go do it because you're like, oh, what about this and what about that? You're worried about everything else instead of just going. So that's a problem of mine. I think a lot of people have that problem. So I'm trying to get past it. So as you can see, you guys, I already have this little bad boy on. My hair is like, it's pretty short. It's like about that long. I'm trying to grow it out a little bit more. Just the middle out. I always shave the sides, but I haven't seen my barber in a couple of months. I'm gonna grow it out because I want the top to be like fuller so I can do like ponytails. And the sides will be shaved because that's the look I like. But I wanted to talk about this hair wig I got. It's from Zanzibar Hair Company. It's practically ready to wear. I just have to run the flat iron through it a little bit. So for those of you who, you know, don't feel like dealing with all, you know, the whole lace or whatever, but you still want that look, or for those of you who only wear middle parts, I like middle parts a lot. So this is perfect because you don't really have to worry about like anything extra. The amount of lace in the front is about like a little over an inch. Actually, it's more like, it's like 1.5 inches of lace in the front or whatever. So really not bad at all. It might be 2 inches. It's 1.5 to 2 inches of lace in the front, and then the part is 6 inches. So, you know, you still, you know, you could play around with this wig a little bit. But if you're just like, I just want something simple, like boom, I put the wig on, boom, boom, I'm ready to go. This is a good wig to have. This color and this quality of hair feels nice. Definitely nothing shedding right out the pack, so that's a good thing. I got a strand. It's the holidays, and I wanted to talk about being in the military during the holidays. It can get lonely if you're a single person in the military. Let me put it that way. Being single in the military. Holidays in general, it affects every service member in a different way. Sometimes, you know, there's service members that might be on deployment. A couple of years ago, I was on a deployment during Thanksgiving and Christmas and Easter. Yep. All those family holidays. I was on deployment, and it was one of the most miserable deployments I ever went on in my life, which I will talk about in more detail in other videos, because I will be getting out of the military soon, and when I do, I'm spilling the tea. I'm spilling all the tea. I'm telling it all. I like to use this to cut my wigs because it gives that serrated edge look. I don't like the straight edge look. I know a lot of people do that, but I got this tea like years ago from, I forgot what YouTuber, but ever since then, this is what I use to cut my lace or cut off all the baby hairs that are already thinned out. That's another thing about this wig. It comes pre-plucked already. I'm gonna show you guys that. See how you can't really see? Yeah, you can see, you can barely see the knots, but it comes pre-plucked. The knots are thin and they're already bleached. So this is really like a I'm ready to go wig. But where was I on the topic of holidays in the military? So yeah, holidays in the military, it can be lonely because, you know, you got to think there are those service members who can't afford to go home. Like, let's say they just joined, and when you first joining, you're enlisted, you're like a E nothing, like an E1, E2. Your paychecks be like $500 every 2 weeks. You're making like a little over $1,000 a month or something like that. And it's just, you know, I mean, granted, like, you know, you'll probably live in the barracks, so you don't have to pay rent, and then you'll be eating at the base, you know, galley or cafeteria, whatever. I don't know what the other branches call it, but in the Navy, the galley. You'd be eating at the galley, so you don't have to pay for food either. but it's still kind of like, you know, what if you have car insurance, or what if you came in the military with some bills already, or debt that you're paying off. So now, you know, you pay whatever you got to pay for the month, and you probably have like some chump change, you know. So there's sailors who sometimes can't afford plane tickets to go home, or maybe their family can't afford to fly them in. So holidays, it can be tough on a service member. Or another thing about holidays too is a lot of times people will sit there and they'll tell us like, oh, when you coming back home, when you coming back home. But it's like, you're still at home. I'm the plug right now. I'm living in all these different places. Why don't you come to me? Why don't you come to me? You know, because now you have a free place to stay. You don't got to get a hotel at some place that you've never been to before. You know, and then you got a free tour guide. But, you know, a lot of family back home, they'll put pressure on us and be like, you need to come home. You need to come home. Personally, this holiday, I'm not going home. I'm pretty established where I am. This is my home. So it's kind of like, do I want to spend $500, between $300 to $500 to fly back to the East Coast? Because, you know, it's more expensive to fly during the holidays. So it's like, do I want to spend all of that money to go home, or do I want to save my money? Because think about it. I spend like $300, $400, possibly $500 to fly back home. Then when I get home, I won't have a car. So I got to rent a car, or I got to catch Ubers. Then all my family and friends, they're all like married. Okay, I'll say all my friends. All my friends are married. They're probably married, got kids, or they have jobs. You know, I'll be home on leave, but some of them still got to work through the holidays because they didn't take leave. So now I'm just sitting around just bored out of my mind to come see people who don't necessarily have the time or the same time I do. Let me put this on. Whoa, I might not. Okay. It looks so good. Oh, dang. I mean, if you really wanted to get away with like not spraying down anything, like you really can, because this is insane. There's times when like I felt so alone. I felt so alone because I was surrounded by a lot of people, because I don't know how it is outside of the service. I don't know if other people get along with their coworkers, or if they have toxic work environments. But every single place I've been stationed at I've been in a toxic work environment. And so when when you're around people that you're supposed to trust, but you can't, it can take a toll on you. So there were times when I felt so alone because all the people that I loved and, you know, were close to, like my friends and my family, were gone across the country. And I was just like over here with all these people that I gotta work with who I don't trust, who were treating me like crap, who didn't give a damn about me. And holidays like that really, really, really were so terrible. So terrible. But the silver lining to it was there was always that one person who would say, hey, I know it's the holidays, you're away from family, so I'm having Thanksgiving at my house, y'all are welcome to come. It was the people who did things like that, those were the people that saved me right there. And fortunately, no matter how toxic of a command I was at, I was always able to run into people like that, and I'm so thankful for it. Look who it is. Hey, so, you know that I was gonna feature my friend that I was telling you about. So this is one of my closest friends right here.
Hey y'all, how are y'all?
Her name is Kai. I'm telling you, like, this girl is like a sister to me. We've been friends since like 2015, 2016, yeah, something like that. 5 years. Like, we used to turn up in Jacksonville.
Y'all. I ain't even gonna say nothing.
Yeah, we need to keep them stories. Save that for another vlog. But we're about to go ahead and chow down on this gumbo that she made. I'm excited. But catch y'all later.
Yes, see y'all. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. Bye.